Hey guys, it's Kalyn. Welcome back to my channel, Notions on Novels. Today I'm bringing you my April wrap-up. I've only read 3 books this month. I usually try to do more like 4 or 5, but that's okay because I absolutely loved every single book I read this month, so I consider it a good reading month. Alright, so I'm just gonna go in the order of the books I've read. So the first book I read this month was Rebel Spring by Morgan Rhodes. This is the second book in the Fallen Kingdom series. I'm loving this series so much. It's so good. A little bit about Fallen Kingdoms. We have this place called Mythica, and in Mythica are 3 different kingdoms. One is flourishing, one is almost an Iceland basically. It's always snowing, it's always freezing. And then the third is very much agriculturally unstable. They can hardly grow anything. People are hungry. It's the worst of the 3. And interestingly, magic is on the down low. People don't really talk about it. They feel that it's a lot of silly legends, but the thing is that Mythica is based on magic, and magic is what makes the kingdoms flourish. But the problem is that thousands of years ago, there's these crystals called the kindred. They're 4 different elements: water, fire, earth, wind, and they're supposed to be protected by these immortal beings called the Watchers in this place called the Sanctuary. It's not part of Earth, it's like this different realm. But anyways, thousands of years ago, the kindred that are supposed to be protected at the Sanctuary by the Watchers were taken and placed somewhere around Mythica. And ever since then, the kingdoms have slowly been feeling the repercussions, and slowly things are dying. And if those kindred aren't brought back to the Sanctuary over a period of time, Mythica is just going to die out. And so it's just really neat because as the series goes on, the fantasy elements become more and more prevalent and the characters grow on you. We have these multiple point of views, and for a young adult book, it's pretty cutthroat. A lot of people die. No one's safe. It's just like out of nowhere sometimes. I'm like, oh, like, did you really just die? And then it's like, oh, yep, yeah, they did. They're done. And they have to keep moving on. I don't even know what to expect. All these twists and turns that happen. No one's safe, which I hate and I love because I'm just holding on to my favorites and hoping they don't die. I'm like, please, please, let's make it through the series all safe because I love these characters. Like, just please don't let them die. We'll see how it goes. Another thing I really love about this series is that I didn't really like all the characters in the beginning. There's still a couple that I don't like, but there was only one in particular that I was fond of for the most part. And for instance, Magnus. In the first book, I didn't really care for him. I wasn't looking forward to his chapters when they came about. But now he's one of my favorite characters, and I just love that because I feel as though his character had to earn my respect and earn my love. And with every book, his character just opens up more and more, and I just can't believe how much I disliked him at first to how much I like him now. I love that in a book, and it makes it that much more memorable. And I said in a video previously that, you know, I can see why people wouldn't necessarily enjoy the first book as much as I did. I can see some problems in it, but I urge you, even if you didn't necessarily like Fallen Kingdoms, give Rebel Spring a chance. I thought it was like 10 times better. It hooks you that much more to the story, and you become attached to the characters much more than you are in Fallen Kingdom. I don't know. I just can't imagine my life without it right now. I'm a little bit obsessed, but that's okay. And the second book I read this month was actually on audio, and that is Ignite Me, the 3rd book in the Shatter Me series by Tata Mafi. Boy, it was good. This romance is, it's so angsty. I love it. It's supposed to be like this dystopian / supernatural. You have the oppressive government, you have the girl who's special, who has these powers, but I'm in it for the romance, as I'm sure many are. If you're going into this wanting like this great dystopian, you're not gonna really get that. The world is not that fleshed out. We don't get a lot of answers to how the government, which is called the reestablishment, like how they really come about, how certain leaders are the ones that are in control. I wish we had some more of that, but that's okay, because quickly on I realized we're focusing more on the romance which is fine. It totally hooked me. It's a fast read. It's a book that can get you out of a reading slump, hands down. And the way the first book started out, I didn't think it was gonna end the way it did, but I loved it. My ships, they changed for a totally different character. I wasn't expecting that in the first book, but boy, it was so good. The only thing I was a little disappointed about was, of course, the world building and the way it ended. It seemed a bit too quick, and then there was no epilogue, and I was just like, really? Like, why isn't there an epilogue? But oh my goodness, I'm so glad that there wasn't, because I'm sure many of you have heard that Shatter Me is getting 3 more books, and I cannot be more excited. The 4th book is called Restore Me. It doesn't come out till March 2018, so I'm trying to be patient because there are many who have had to wait a lot longer for this news than I had to. So I'm just sitting here patiently because I'm just in utter shock. I really am. I was not expecting there to be 3 more books. Like, maybe something small, but 3 more books, they're just, it makes me not even upset really about the world building and how little of it we had, because there's so much that can be done now with 3 more books, and I'm very optimistic about it. I'm a little worried because I don't want my favorite characters to die, and a lot can happen. I'm excited but worried, but more on the excited part of the scale, so it's just, I can't believe it. I'm so happy. And the 3rd and final book that I read this month is Gathering Darkness by Morgan Rhodes, the 3rd book in the Fallen Kingdom series. I didn't think it was possible, but Gathering Darkness is even better than Rebel Spring in my opinion. I'm obsessed. I quickly ordered Frozen Tides, and I'm just eagerly anticipating it to get to my front door. I keep checking my Amazon orders, and it says it'll be here tomorrow by like 8 p.m, which seems so far away. I don't know what to do with myself. Like, all I want to read is Fallen Kingdoms, and right now, as I'm waiting, I'm reading Heartless by Marissa Meyer. It's fine, but it's a little weird, but still fine. It's not Fallen Kingdoms, and that's all I want to read right now. In all honesty, I should have ordered the 5th book, which is Crystal Storm, because I'm gonna go through the same problem. I'm gonna finish Frozen Tides, and then I'm gonna order it, and then I have to wait a couple days to get Crystal Storm. I'm just gonna be like rocking back and forth here. And it's crazy because usually when I read series, I want to read books in between just so I can take a break from the world. But with Fallen Kingdoms, I don't want to. I just want to marathon it. I wish I had all the books right now. And I just can't believe I didn't start this series earlier. Fallen Kingdoms has like taken over my world. All I want to do is sit down and read the rest of the books, and then there's only one more that comes out, I believe, in December, and then it's gonna be over. And I still can't imagine that right now. But yeah, I really recommend this series, and you guys should read it. It's just, it's dear to my heart. Alright guys, so that was my April wrap up. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys have read any of these books and what you thought about it. I'd love to hear, so comment down below, and until next time.